ranked, so let's jump straight in now. Coming in at number 10, Interview with the Vampire. The story follows a vampire named Louis de Pointe du Lac as he recounts his 200-year-long life to a modern-day reporter. He begins in 1791 Louisiana, where he is transformed into a vampire by the charismatic and predatory Lestat. Louis is immediately consumed by guilt over the bloodlust and struggles with his new immortal nature, a conflict that Lestat does not share. Their uneasy companionship leads them to New Orleans, where they create a child vampire, Claudia, to be their companion, an act that sets them on a path of tragedy, betrayal, and a desperate search for others of their kind across Europe. Coming in at number 9, Collateral. The story follows Max, a veteran Los Angeles cab driver who dreams of starting his own limousine service. One night, he picks up a well-dressed and articulate passenger named Vincent, who offers him a large sum of money to be his driver for the entire evening to visit several clients. Max soon discovers that Vincent is a contract killer, and he is being forced to drive him from hit to hit across the city. As the night unfolds, Max finds himself in a desperate struggle for survival, especially when he learns that Vincent's final target is a beautiful prosecutor who once rode in his cab. Coming in at number 8, Minority Report. The story is set in the year 2054 in Washington, D.C., where a specialized police department called Pre-Crime uses 3 psychic beings known as precogs to predict and stop murders before they happen, effectively eliminating violent crime. The unit's head, John Anderton, is a firm believer in the system, driven by the unsolved disappearance of his son. However, his world is shattered when the precogs predict that he himself will commit a murder within the next 36 hours. Forced to become a fugitive, Anderton must uncover the truth behind the prediction and find the one thing that can prove his innocence, a minority report that may show an alternate future. Coming in at number 7, Mission Impossible: Fallout. The story begins 2 years after the capture of the terrorist Solomon Lane, as his remnants have reorganized into a new network called the Apostles. When a mission to recover stolen plutonium cores goes wrong, IMF agent Ethan Hunt and his team must race against time to prevent them from being used in a coordinated nuclear attack that would devastate the world. Hunt is forced to work with a ruthless CIA assassin, while also grappling with the return of figures from his past, pushing him to his physical and emotional limits in a desperate attempt to save millions of innocent lives. Coming in at number 6, A Few Good Men. The story revolves around the court-martial of 2 U.S. Marines, charged with the murder of a fellow soldier at the Guantanamo Bay Naval Base in Cuba. A young and initially indifferent military lawyer, Lieutenant Daniel Caffey, is assigned to defend them. He and his co-counsel discover that the defendants may have been following a secret, unofficial code of discipline known as a Code Red, which was possibly ordered by their superior officers. Their investigation leads them to a powerful and unyielding base commander, setting the stage for a tense courtroom showdown over duty, honor, and the chain of command. Coming in at number 5, The Last Samurai. The story is set in 1870s Japan, during a time when the country is undergoing rapid modernization and westernization. It follows Captain Nathan Algren, a disillusioned American military veteran haunted by his past, who is hired to train the Imperial Japanese Army's first modern conscript force. His mission is to eradicate the ancient samurai warrior class, who are seen as a barrier to progress. However, when Algren is captured by the samurai led by their noble leader, Katsumoto, he finds himself immersed in their culture and begins to respect their code of honor, leading him to a new understanding of himself and his loyalties. Coming in at number 4, Edge of Tomorrow. The story follows Major William Cage, a military public affairs officer with no combat experience, who is forced by his superiors to join a desperate invasion against a terrifying alien race. Within minutes, he is killed on the battlefield, only to wake up and find himself reliving the same day and the same doomed battle over and over again. After each death, the loop resets. He meets the legendary warrior Rita Vrataski, who once possessed the same power, and together they train Cage to use his endless resets to become a master combatant and find a way to defeat the aliens for good. Coming in at number 3, Magnolia. The story is set in California's San Fernando Valley and interweaves the lives of several seemingly unrelated individuals over the course of one day. These characters include a dying television producer and his young wife racked with guilt, his estranged son who is a famous misogynistic self-help guru, a former child prodigy now down on his luck, a police officer seeking connection, and a game show host with a troubled daughter. As they navigate loneliness, regret, and the search for forgiveness, their paths converge in unexpected ways, leading to a series of profound and surreal events. Coming in at number 2, Rain Man. The story revolves around Charlie Babbitt, a self-absorbed young car dealer who discovers that his estranged father has left his multi-million-dollar estate to a beneficiary other than himself. His investigation leads him to a mental institution where he learns he has an older brother, Raymond, an autistic savant with remarkable memory and calculation skills, but who needs a strict routine. Desperate for the inheritance, Charlie checks Raymond out of the institution, and the two embark on a life-changing cross-country road trip where Charlie begins to connect with his brother. Miss an update.